Dario. I guess I'll just get the basic question out of the way. After the game against Western United, how is the side facing up to face off against the Wanderers on this Sunday? Ins and outs, any fitness concerns coming in?
I know everyone's pulled up okay, so yeah, we've got a pretty close to a full complement this weekend. So yeah, everyone's been staking their claim, and yeah, looking forward to the game.
The exciting news that Amina Rekic is back into the squad. Didn't play a lot with Louisville, but she is coming off the back of a couple of appearances with Bosnia and Herzegovina. What sort of role can she play on the weekend?
Look, she's only landed yesterday, so we'll. She's obviously had a easier day today. She'll join in a bit tomorrow, and then yeah, we'll make an assessment whether or not she can take part this weekend or not.
Obviously, she brought a lot to the squad in what was a very short stint, cut short by that leg break last season. What made you so keen to bring her back?
Look, she's a fantastic footballer, and she was one that I was very keen to bring back, and it just shows, how well we're doing things. That she's willing to leave, a top competition to come here and to continue her career. But yeah, we're all really happy, not just myself, but the girls as well. So we're looking forward to reintroducing it to training and yeah, hopefully terrorising defenders shortly after.
Because it's a 2-year permanent deal, so it's like she's a full-on your player now. It's not a loan signing. I mean, was that always what the plan was, or did this sort of just the opportunity open up as negotiations progressed?
No, look, that was something that was always the case. We sort of want to go away from those loan deals, and we want to have people here full time because of the way we play. We don't want to have to then change things halfway or after in that January-February window. So we want to have a squad that's together from the start, and barring any injuries, touch wood that doesn't happen. That we have the same squad from start to finish.
I guess another question is now, like, you've got another attacking coming in. You're bountiful attacking resources in that final third. So many players that can make a difference. How do you fit them all in? How do you juggle the minutes requirements of all of them?
Look, that's up to the players. So we train. They have the weekends to perform, and the ones that do the right thing, that are performing and put in the effort, the hard work, that they'll be rewarded with game time. So everything here is earned, nothing's given. So it's the same for everyone, but it's a nice headache to have, and to have especially now introducing Amina and her quality as well. So it just gives us another avenue going forward, and also I think everyone saw last season what she's capable of, and she was also integral in the way we want to play. So we had to be patient a little bit, but she's here now, and yeah, looking forward to seeing her back out on the pitch as well.
Because throughout the past week, speaking with Holly before, she was reflecting about how against Western United, maybe you got away a little bit from what you're trying to do as a club there. Now that you've had a chance to go back and watch the film and analyse, would you agree with her? What do you think happened against Western? Even though it wasn't a bad result, it was a draw.
Look, I think we just went away a little bit from what we wanted to do. We didn't identify, the space. I think we could have hurt them a lot more than what we did. We gave away two sort of sloppy goals. Okay, one was maybe a little bit fortunate for us, double deflection of Western United players. So, but yeah, just general performance, especially the second half. First half was, I thought, quite good. We limited them. We had close to 75% possession, limited them to 2 shots. Unfortunately, one resulted in a goal where it was just a little bit of sloppiness. We fell asleep and got punished. But yeah, second half maybe lost control a little bit and maybe chasing too much for the result, especially when we went 2-1 up as well. So, but look, young group, we're learning, and I was always expecting some issues there. So we'll just try to put a more better performance this weekend and for a longer period. So we can't lose control for a whole half. There's certainly times when opposition teams will get their chances when they dominate. So it's just now limiting that for a lesser extent. And I think we played a little bit more into Western's into their game in the second half than probably what we did in the first half.
Because, having said that, you are seconds on the table, still undefeated. Are you satisfied with the trajectory? Because it seems like it's going pretty well, even if there has been a bit of a speed bump, as you say, against Western United.
No, look, I think excellent. I saw also a statistic this week where we've got 7 in the top 10 in terms of attacking contributions. So, I think that's excellent. So it shows that we're creating chances. I think we've had probably close to 60 shots in 3 games. So and we've only been rewarded with the 5 goals. So that won't go forever. So it's just now just identifying those last pieces, those final passes, which I think we're just missing at the minute. We're just making maybe just the wrong decision and maybe just a little bit off. But always the final third is always the hardest, especially for us. We encounter 2 banks of 4. Sometimes even against Western, we had 10 players in front of us, about 25 metres from their goal. So it's always a lot harder than what we might see on the weekends when games get stretched. So it's up to us how we navigate through that and how we can put away our chances that we create.
It was coming into this weekend against the Western Sydney Wanderers. It would feel like a game where, well, you will have most of the ball, even more so than normal, given that you've had most possession this season and they've had the least. I mean, so I guess you're expecting that again, park bust, that you're going to have to break down against the Wanderers?
Look, maybe we're not too sure. It's always hard when you play. It's the first time we're playing against them, so every week we're learning because the way we play, no one else really does in this league. I learn, the players learn every week at what different sort of defensive organisations are throwing at us, how they're trying to hit us in transition in that regard, where they're pressing us. And also identifying where the space is. So, look, again, it's going to be a good challenge. Last season, they hadn't won a game for a year, and they beat us. So, we show them full respect. Stats and all that, it's unimportant when the referee blows the whistle to kick off. So, but we're looking forward to coming home at Amy Park, and we're really, really looking forward to playing again.
Because on the subject of what you guys are doing with the ball, obviously you're quite handily leading the league in passing the ball and progressive passes, but you're also quite handily leading the league in progressive carries, just dribbling with the ball and keeping it at feet. Is that something that you're particularly pleased about as well?
Yeah, very, very, very pleased. So, we're seeing a lot of stuff, and I think I might have mentioned to you a while ago, or last time we spoke, maybe, that it's been information almost overload because of how short we've been together, and then also players leaving away. So sometimes it's even calling players in on off days to go through stuff, and they've been excellent. They're willing to learn. They want to improve. They want to get better. So the mentality that the squad has, it's unreal from such a young group as well. And then you got Stoddy as well. She's leading the way, and everyone's really bought in. So. I didn't expect them to be probably where they are, so I'm very pleased. But we still want to play, and we probably felt, just going back to last week, we went a little bit away from that and maybe we complicated the matter a little bit too much. So again, just we learn and we just strive to improve every week, and I'm expecting a more complete performance from us this weekend.
Just spoke with Holly before. What have you made of her play this season?
Oh, look, yeah, she's been going back to that statistic we spoke about. She leads the league in terms of those chance creation shots, key passes, and all those good plays. So, we have our methods. She's, obviously 1v1, very, very good player, very direct, can score, and we sort of try to identify where that space is, and if it's for her, then she goes for it. But I think we all know her quality and what she can bring. So looking forward to watching her play again this weekend.
Because there's been a lot of hype and excitement around Holly being touted as a future Matilda, which she already is one, but as a future mainstay of that side. And obviously we had Adelaide visiting over the weekend, speaking with Carl Bitt. He was talking about needing to protect another match-hyped character in Nesteria and Kunda. Do you try to protect Holly from a bit of that hype as well, and those expectations placed on such young shoulders?
I think so. I'll try to speak to them a little bit just from my experiences of when I played, and they're young, so they've got still a long career ahead of them. So it's just about improving, and she still has a lot to improve, and I'm sure she would have said that as well when you guys spoke. But yeah, look, she's very willing, not just on the pitch with her determination and how she approaches everything, but even off the field, how much she puts in to improve, and she sets the standards as well for such a young player, and I think most importantly, she just loves to play football. She loves to be on the field. Even I remember when she first came in 2 years ago, we'd warm up. She would take a ball with her to warm up, and I'd have to chase her to get that ball off her to set up, what we wanted to do. So she just, I think very simply to put it, she just loves the game. She loves to be, on the training field and on the pitch, and that's why it was, heartbreaking to see her, go off and when she suffered her injury and not just her. You don't wish that on anyone, because I know how much they just love to play football, these girls.
She mentioned this off-season about how she went back to Arthur, and the goal was just minutes, and physical preparation, and I guess calcifying the joint, so to speak, preparing for the rigours of what she hasn't been able to get a full season yet. Was that the priority coming into this season for you? Just, it's about a lot of things, obviously, but one of the biggest was just get her out on the park week in and week out, no more injuries for her.
Look, the week in, week out, that's player sort of how they perform, how they train, and so that's a hard one. Ideally that's the same you want for everyone, that everyone's available, but I think the biggest thing is that we try to keep them all. We want to look after them. We want to, we train at a high intensity, how we push each other, but then we try to talk to them about recovery, to do the right thing, and it's sometimes those little sacrifices that could make a difference. So and that's just not just her, that's the whole squad. They all, they thoroughly enjoy, they like to be around each other. It's just a terrific group, and and I've thoroughly enjoyed working with everyone so far, and we're building something nicely, and we've got our goals and what we're aiming for this season, and look, and at the same token, it's also nice to watch them play. That there's probably been that narrative around the women's game that we're trying to change as well. That they can be entertaining, they can play good football, attacking, progressive, going forward. So that's what we're trying to show as well.